Hello and welcome back to another episode of Operation Double Mythic. Today we are doing some more Aetherdrafting hot off the back of a trophy draft with red-green exhaust. Let's jump into another one and see what the draft gods deal us. Alright, what have we got here? A Mythic that I have not seen before. 5 mana 6/10 Salvation Engine. Other artifact creatures you control get +2/+2. Whenever this vehicle attacks, return 1 target artifact creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, well that's nuts. I'm going to first pick that, and then we're hoping to build... we could build blue-white artifacts, or blue-black splashing... splashing the white. That is kind of where I want to be with this, ideally. There is... What else is interesting? There's a lightning strike in this pack. That would be my next top pick. And on the wheel, we might get this Reef Roads back, which would be pretty fine. We could get the Nimble Thopterus back. That'd be good. Spectral Interference. I wouldn't mind trying that out in this format too. But definitely Salvation Engine. That is a card that we can splash if necessary. Interesting, a ton of red in this pack. The Sunbillow Verge. I mean, it's a land we could play, but is Cloudspire Captain better? 2 mana, 2/3. Mounts and vehicles get +1/+1, and it does natural pilot things. Probably is correct to take the Cloudspire Captain here over the land, over I guess Thopterist is interesting, Light Wheel Enhancements is okay, but follow up with another decent white card. And now there is a Canyon Volta, which is very good. Interface Ace, which is okay. Following these two cards. This is definitely between Canyon Volta and Colladin, though. I'm not 100% sure if we want to do, like, red-white vehicle aggro. I guess I haven't tried that yet. If I take the Canyon Volta, I'm still open. So I think that is what I want to do. Over Colladin, which, like, 2 mana, 2/3, gives things haste when your vehicles enter. They become artifact creatures till end of turn. I don't think Colladin's really that exciting. I'm going to take the Canyon Volta, stay in white. And now, I'm kind of glad I did, because the blue cards in this pack are a lot better than the red. We've got a Hull Drifter. Pretty insane with the Salvation Engine. There's also a Guidelight Pathmaker. Search it over for an artifact and reveal it. Put it onto the battlefield if its mana value is 2 or less. So 6 mana, 6/5 Vigilance Crew 2. Tutor an artifact. Versus Hull Drifter. This is really expensive. This draws 1 good card. Hull Drifter draws 2 regular cards. I guess I'll try the Pathmaker. I'll try the Pathmaker. This is where the artifact that makes stuff cheaper is going to be a pretty high pick. I don't like Alacrian Armory. I don't think that's very good. Spot Cycle Scouter, not really that interested. Collision Course is interesting. And Stall Out is interesting. Over Ether Jacket. Thinking of both of those cards, probably over Ether Jacket here. I'm going to take the Collision Course. Because we might not be blue just yet. So, there's a Stall Out, a Kaelorna. There's a Voyager Quick Welder, which we're going to take. But it does look like blue is open. Still, the Quick Welder makes the Pathmaker and the Salvation Engine quite a bit better. Daring Mechanic is pretty decent. But I mean, last time I played this deck, I really was missing the removal. I do like Bounce Off. I think Collision Course could also... Is Collision Course good? It has to hit. We have to go wide, right? I think it's right to take it. Could also just take Kaelorna for the survivability that she provides. But I'm pretty high on the removal here. So we could take Midnight Mangler here. It's a pretty good defensive card. Over the third Collision Course, I think is fair. And now we get... I mean, there's a counter spell versus Kaelorna. I don't think I want Kaelorna in this deck. Like, she doesn't crew or anything. I can see taking the Reef Roads. The only problem I have with Spectral Interference is there's very little... there's nothing at instant speed in this deck, so it just feels like it'll be awkward. Interface Ace is pretty fine. Crew's using its toughness, so it crews some of our stuff pretty well. I don't think I'm super high on that card, but I'll take it. Another Reef Roads versus an Avishkar Raceway. I'll take the Reef Roads. Pretty happy to have a stall out. Second stall out. Okay, nice. That's a good bit of interaction. Good chunk of interaction there. Now, Mindspring Merfolk is excellent. Other options. There's another stall out. There's a Voyage Home. Hopefully this wheels. If this wheels all the way around, that'd be excellent. Definitely going to take the Mindspring Merfolk here. This card is really good. This card is really good. It does need to survive for a turn, but, like, you draw 3-4 cards off it in the late game. Yeah, I'm happy to take that. Now, Sabsunen. So, do we want to splash green for Sabsunen? Losing out on... I'm happy to pass the Gearseeker Serpent. I've not been impressed with this card. I don't think it's very good in this format. Broadcast Rumbler is okay. Interface Ace is okay, but I'm definitely going to try and make Sabsunen work here. So, Reach, Trample, Indestructible. When it comes down, it can't attack or block. And then at the beginning of your first main phase, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then if it has an odd number of counters, draw 2 cards. So it can't block when it comes down. And then on the turn after that, it can attack and block. And you draw 2 cards, and then it can attack and block. That makes sense? No? Fair enough. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this. We're going to try and splash for it. That, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Now, Unstoppable Plan is interesting. Probably at its best in a crewing sort of deck. Definitely don't want the colorless land. Leonin Surveyor is okay. I think I'm just going to take Trade the Helm. It can be pretty good, like especially if we give them something, you know, like a 1/1 Thopter or something. If we make one, Trade the Helm can be a pretty interesting piece of interaction. There is a Quick Welder here, which is very interesting, versus a Trip Up. Well, you know, our interaction isn't looking so bad, and we do have some pretty expensive artifacts here. Gonna take another Quick Welder. Spike Shell Harrier, 5 mana 4/4 when it enters. Bounce a creature or vehicle. If that opponent's speed is greater than each other player's speed, reduce it by 1. I mean, that's excellent. That is an excellent artifact creature there. I like the counterspell. Interface Ace. There's a Night Market. Would love that. And a Tranquil Cove. But definitely taking the Spike Shell Harrier. Got the 2 Voyager Quick Welders. Given that we have the 2 Quick Welders, definitely taking Hull Drifter here. Still looking for fixing. But I think if I take the Hull Drifter here, then I think I think it's looking pretty good. Sorry, my earring fell out. Yeah. I'll take the Hull Drifter. Quite a bit of top end, but these Voyager Quick Welders will make everything cheaper. Not super interested in any of these cards. I will just take the 2-drop. Yeah, 2-drop is fine. There's another Guidelight Pathmaker. There is another Quick Welder. I think I probably prefer the Quick Welder. Yeah, and it is between those. I'm not going to take Howler's Heavy here. Pathmaker, yeah, I'd rather just have the Quick Welder here. So Voyage Home came back. I will take that over Stall Out. Stall Out number 3, so not super critical. Now, Interface Ace, it does crew fairly well, but I like Ether Jacket. I'm going to take the Ether Jacket there. I mean, I will take a Gearseeker Serpent, but I've not been very impressed with that card. Not looking to play Ticket Tortoise. Tranquil Cove is sweet. Wreck Remover also not looking to play. There is a Perilous Snare. God, that's so good. Great piece of removal. That puts us on 24 cards. So looking to cut something. Yeah, looking to cut something. It's probably going to be the Sky Streak Engineer right now. Like, I'm going to take the Perilous Snare for sure. We're at 12 creatures. I probably do want to cut, like, some of the vehicles. Yeah, 24 cards. It could be that Voyage Home gets cut. I'm not sure about Light Wheel enhancements. Now that we've got the Perilous Snare, it's like, maybe we want to start our engines, but I'll cut the Light Wheel enhancements for now. So Roadside Blowout is nice. I think I prefer Ride's End. There is also a Night Market. I mean, we do have a fair amount of interaction here. I think I'll take the Night Market. We also are kind of... We have enough playables right here. Light on creatures, but vehicle decks are going to be... I'd be happy to cut the Gearseeker. I'd be happy to cut... not going to take Repurposing Bay. That is not going to make the cut. Would I rather have Midnight Mangler? Just not going to play the Repurposing Bay. Broadcast Rambler is not bad. Over a Midnight Mangler. With 3 Quick Welders, I think I'm going to take the Broadcast Rambler here. And that does count as a creature. I'm going to cut the Gearseeker. Glory Heath Lynx is pretty excellent. Marshall's Path Cruiser is an artifact which we want. It gets cheaper with the Quick Welder and it is fixing. Glory Heath Lynx is pretty excellent though. But I think Sabsonen's probably worth it. I'll take the Piece of Fixing. And yeah, okay. So take the Piece of Fixing. Here, there's a Collision Course. There's another Cloudspire Captain. Don't think I'm going to play that. This might be a deck that Guidelight Matrix is good in. I'm not sure about another Collision Course. I think I'm going to cut one Stall Out. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut one anyway. And then Slick Imitator, I've also not been massively impressed with. I mean, I don't know why you gave me the Earth Rumbler, but I didn't need any of those cards. Yeah, I'll just snap up the repurposing bay for gems. I don't want another Gear Seeker. I don't think Lotus Guard is particularly important either. It is a creature though. But no, I'll take the Gear Seeker. I guess there's a chance they end up in the deck. Pit Automaton. We don't really have many activated abilities. So I think I'd rather just take the Sky Streak Engineer. But that's not making the cut really either. Starting column, I think we can take. Yeah, a little low on creatures, but that's a good amount of fixing. I will take Roadside Blowout here. I like Roadside Blowout. There's another Midnight Mangler, which is better than a Sky Streak. There's a third Midnight Mangler. Am I going to play a third one, or would I rather have a Light Shield parry? I'd rather have a Midnight Mangler. And there is a Collision Course versus a Heavy. I'll take the Collision Course. All right, feeling good. We are an artifact control deck. And we have some good splashes. We can cut this forest, because this splashes for one of any color. This can go get the forest. We're not milling at all. And we have the night market anyway. So I think one forest is fine. Let me just chuck in another... Probably another... Well, we need one white. We need double blue for the Hull Drifter. I will chuck in an island for the moment. Now, our 4 cuts. So, in terms of removal, we have got Perilous Snare, Stall Out, Trade the Helm. Kind of in for this, like give them a Midnight Mangler or something crappy like that. We've got... Is that it? That's not it. The Collision Courses, 3 of them. Destroy target artifact in this format is pretty good. And then this can destroy a creature, where X is the number of permanents you control that are creatures or vehicles. Which is a fair amount. Fair amount. So, I think Collision Course could be good. I guess we'll test it. I'm not sure if we need all 3, but we will see. The Merfolk is a pretty... Like, I'd say this is sort of a top-end card. Might be that we cut it, but I think it's fine where it is for now. Okay, let's have a look at our creature split. Damn, that's not many creatures. 10? However, I would say the Midnight Manglers count, so that is 13. Oh, there's a Roadside Blowout there as well. I would say Broadcast Rambler counts as well, so that's 14 because it makes a creature. Okay. Salvation Engine. Artifact creatures get +2/+2. The Guidelight Pathmaker can find a Salvation Engine, or it can find like a starting column for a splash, or just put an interface ace onto the field or a Midnight Mangler if we need it. What are our crew costs looking like? This is crew 2, this is crew 5. crew 3, crew 2. Okay. So Canyon Volta is looking okay. Cloudspire Captain also looking okay. I mean, crew 4 isn't super relevant anywhere, but yeah, so maybe this can actually go. Well, it does turn these into 4/4s, which does seem like a pretty good game. With the 3 collision course, you probably don't need the Ether Jacket, although I'm pretty reluctant to cut creatures. I'm not sure about Voyage Home. I mean, if we go like turn 2, Midnight Mangler, turn 3, Quick Welder, turn 4, Broadcast Rambler. Maybe this is fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay where it is. What am I using Trade the Helm for? Swapping a 3/3 for a bomb. Has cycling, so it's kind of, yeah, it is never really dead. Bounce draw card, I like. Stall Out is the spell I'm least excited about. 3 collision courses, though. Do I need them? Interesting. Interesting. 4 cuts, and I don't know what they are. I think the cards that don't seem to fit in for me are the Mindspring Merfolk, and maybe the Voyage Home can be cut. 1 collision course, 1 stall out, 1 Ether Jacket. That's what I'm thinking about cutting right now. Do we need the Path Cruiser? This is ultimately going to be like a 2-mana Find a Land. And stall out is pretty good against aggro. Blowout, Trade Helm, Collision Course. Okay, so maybe I'm cutting the stall out. 3 Quick Welders. Honestly, I'm in for it. These are really good in multiples. Gonna cut the Ether Jacket. I am going to cut 1 Midnight Mangler. 14 artifacts, 9 creatures. Yeah, okay. 1 Midnight Mangler. And I'm gonna cut... Oh, I'll cut 1 Collision Course. So we have 5 interaction spells, some good defenses, good amount of card draw. Sabsunan also draws a bunch of cards. And then we win by going over the top with our Salvation Engine, our Sabsunen, our Guidelight Pathmaker. That is the plan. We have... let's see. White and blue are pretty equally important. We have 8 white sources, 8 blue sources. Well, 9 of each because of the night market. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 green sources. That works for me. Okay, we are ready to go. So, good hand. We have an early creature. We have some interaction. We can play the Guidelight Pathmaker, go and get our bomb rare. Quick Welders, a nice draw too. Okay, opponent is thinking. Do they need to get on the board, or do they need to progress their game plan more proactively by ramping or something? Can they afford to take 3 damage? Should probably look to save the Roadside Blowout if I can for like the big green creatures that they commit their mana to. Bulwark Ox. Well, you know, I might need to hang back and bounce that. Do you know what? They can't really attack. Yeah, I'm gonna play the quick welder. Because the Canyon Volta can trade with the Ox, and I don't think they're going to go for that. Okay, Daring Mechanic. That is a Sabsinen. So, yeah, here we can try and hit our land drop. Yeah, I think I need to try and hit my land drop. Bounce the Ox. Unfortunate. Yeah, we'll be patient. But we've got some expensive cards in our hand. We need to draw. We need to draw land. That is not great. I mean, I guess we have, like, we could dump out a hand this way. So this is no attacks, and if we can Guidelight Pathmaker, get our Salvation Engine, and then put that in play, then we can start getting aggressive. Just 4 mana for a counter. A Beast Rider. It's a good board. That is a scary, scary board. Salvation Engine off the top. That is pretty good. The hell are they going to do against a 6/10? So this is just chill, no attacks. We are outsizing their board right now. And every time we attack, we can get our vehicles back from the graveyard. Okay, they are doing nothing. I cannot find a land to save my life, which is crazy. Am I supposed to Mindspring Merfolk, and then if I hit my land, I can trade the helmet away? This is a 6/5. Spike Shell, the Hazard of the Dunes. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to do this. Not going to send with my 6/10 just yet. Serious board stall. we'll double block this. Oh, it's pretty good. But it does still work out, like, the Hazard of the Dunes is still going to go. Night Market. Interesting. So I could... I mean, I will Night Market name green. That's for next turn. This turn... Do I want to bounce one of these? I think I'm just going to make the 5-4 for now. And we will soon be able to start swinging in the air, because the Canyon Volta can crew this. So we can line that all up soon. Trade the Helm still in hand for anything that's really problematic. Anything with reach, really. I think that's how we're going to win this. This is a bit interesting. Because we can trade these off. I'm super happy to do that. And this here, and then take the Ox, maybe? Yeah. We have a nice high life total, and Sabsunen is going to be difficult for them to deal with. So I think just taking some of the aggression off the board is going to be great. Resetting the Ox with Spike Shell Harrier seems good too. Rides and exiling there, okay. They're going to miss that Ride's End when Sabsunen hits. Yep, let's just do this. So it can block this turn, and then it can't block next turn. Okay, Ketrodon's going to be a little too slow. Hull Drifter is rather interesting. Seven mana. We could trade the Helm and swap the Ketrodon and the Merfolk. We could also... Like, that seems okay. Yeah. Do you know what? I think I'm going to do that. Swap the merfolk for the Ketradon. Because then we can actually, we could bounce the merfolk for more card draw. Not that we'll need it. I think we can ping in for one. Get to work, little servo. Okay, I like to see this. I like to see them not having anything to do. Oh, a Venom Sac Lagak. Does not help against the Indestructible. Starting column. Well, we'll go land. So I could put a creature onto the battlefield. I think I'm just supposed to attack with Sabsunen, but not before bouncing with the Spike Shell. And keeping up the mana to Hull Drifter as well. We'll bounce this. Draw a couple cards. All right. Think we're winning this race. This is exactly what we wanted to do. Stall out the board immediately, and then eventually we're going over the top. Another Venom Sac Lagak, which does not do anything. Okay, Reef Roads. I guess I'm just going to dump my hand out. Starting column. Can I do this and I have 2 blue left? Sure. Don't even know what is in there. Oh, Perilous Snare. Sick. Play the Merfolk. Play the Mangler. Why not? Let's crew the Hull Drifter. I mean, Sabsunen can't block right now, so we'll just do that. And right now, the Spike Shell trades for everything. Nah. Let's, they'll just trade it for one of the Legax. Sabsunen, yeah, we're doing fine. Oh, I can actually play this out too. Sure. I guess we can be aggressive. Like, this is the Midnight Manglers, are 3/3s on their turn. This is kind of nuts, to be honest. I don't think we need this Quick Welder anymore. And I'm happy to trade off one of these 3/3. We have plenty of mana. We've played out our expensive stuff already. Ooze Patrol. Oh no, it's a 7/7. This is crew 2. And this is crew 3. Voyage home. 12 cards left. We'll start there. Path Cruiser is interesting. But I think I'm going to snare the Ooze. They're going to sack the Bulwark Ox. Okay. We'll just play the Path Cruiser then. And let's get to crewing. So the Hull Drifter can come out. And that is all for now. Should have him next turn. All sorts of nonsense going on here. Another Ooze Patrol. But we have lethal in the air, so okay. Nicely done. Oh, man, that took a lot, though. That took a lot of mental energy. But that is what the deck does. My brain is not ready for these games to go this long. Okay, interesting. Night Market on white. It's all very expensive, though. I will keep it, but I don't like it. Hits nothing? Oh, no, of course it does. Sorry, I was thinking of the one that hits instants and sorceries. So they take the Salvation Engine for sure. Roadside Blowout. A pretty nice draw in the interim. I say land go because I have nothing to play. We are not the same. Gonna bounce this, draw a card just to use my mana and keep them off of speed. Crypt Caller Chariot. Well, that's real good. But we have got the collision courses. We don't want to use the Spike Shell Harrier yet. I do definitely want to just destroy this, though. before they make any 2/2s. It's not great use of my mana, but I'm going to just do it. It's still trading up on mana. But then not really, because we're wasting 3. Okay. Risky shortcut. What, and then it's my turn? Well, hell yeah. Hull Drifter. Give me card draw. So Quick Welder for 3, and then Rambler for 4 is an option next turn, or Spike Shell for 4. Embalmed Ascendant. And a Leonin Surveyor. Okay, so what we can do here is Quick Welder, Spike Shell Harrier, reduce their speed, bounce the zombie, and then we can start attacking in the air. Collision Course is looking okay. Broadcast Rambler helps, certainly. Happy to take this trade with whatever combat trick. Cool. Maximum overdrive is fine. Mutant Surveyor. Well, there's a Perilous Snare. Probably want to leave that for something a bit more problematic. But I could attack with the Hull Drifter, keep up a blocker by doing it like this. Could also just attack. They swing back. Yeah, I'm just going to go on the offensive. I think I'm going to have them dead before they even hit speed. Does this hit target non-land permanent? That is very good. Okay. Let's wait. All this crappy stuff can stay. Okay, they get the Perilous Snare. Grim Bauble for the 1/1. Lot of land for us. A lot of land. Collision Course does not kill the Mutant Surveyor. Does kill the Leonin yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna Deal 3 to the Surveyor. Swing, and if they take this, then Hull Drifter is just lethal, so they kind of are pretty strong-armed into just chump blocking. Okay, good. They're still only on 2 speed as well. Speed Demon. That's gonna kill him. Gonna kill them before it kills me. Am I gonna attack and trade with it? Yes. So if I attack, if they trade, if they chump, that's good for me. If they chump, take 4, that's good for me. If they eat the Spike Shell Harrier, take 5, then the Speed Demon is going to kill. So I think I am supposed to just attack with both. Okay, sweet. Going first. Need to draw land. Risky. Risky, but I will keep it. And I'll see if I can save the night market. Okay, so we've got to play this on white. But then, you know, next turn we can quick welder. We've got answers. We've got proactive stuff. We've got creatures to add to the board. Sundial is pretty irrelevant. Make him have it. Make him use it. There it is. Am I allowed to do that? Thank you. Collision course. Plenty more where that came from. I guess I will interface Ace and Canyon Volta. And a Lacrian Jaguar. Salvation Engine. I want to hit my land drop, so I'm going to bounce the Jaguar, hit my land drop. Oh no, I don't want to do that, because then Salvation... Yeah, this helps crew Salvation Engine. That's why I want to trade these. Pathmaker as well. I can take a hit off of the Jaguar. So no attacks here. Pass the turn. Lotus Guard Disciple. Okay. Alright, so they're going to gain a ton of life. I will take the 6. But I think it is okay. I'm gonna Salvation Engine now. Yes. It's 10 in the air. And we can actually crew the Salvation Engine to block. Don't think they see it. Oh no, we can't. Do I need the interface ace? Kinda do. Oh, it can crew it. God damn it. I missed it. I missed it. It can crew it. I think preventing 6 damage is worth it, regardless. Okay, rides. So I probably do need to actually deal with this Jaguar now. And then we can I attack? I think I'm supposed to just attack for 8, they clap back for 5. I like the attack for 8 here. Especially because this can just put a 3/3 into play. Like, we have a 3/3 blocker for next turn. Voyage home. Gains life. Okay, so swinging in the air, making a 3/3, gaining the life next turn. Can I swing in the air? I think I might need to just do this. Yeah, trade the helm's pretty interesting. So can I attack? 2 3/3s. If they trade... Yeah, okay. I think I can attack. Okay, rides end. Fair enough. Midnight Mangler. Sabsunen can get us somewhere as well. Trade the helm's not bad. am suddenly in quite a bit of trouble. Okay. So I need to trade the helm, give them the snare, take the beast rider. No, I need to take the flyer. Yeah. Need to take the flyer. Take a blur. Trade the helm. This crew's for 5. So you can have the snare. Maybe I'm supposed to take the beast rider. Because then if they attack, I can play Sabsinen, crew, attack, hit them for 7. It's not enough. Don't think I get there. I think I have to take the beast rider. Oh man, that was good. Okay, that will be game. Oh, fair enough. That was real close. Real close, but they had like a couple of well-timed removal spells, and then they had the combat trick at the end. Like, they had, yeah, like a good chunk of removal. All right, fair enough. Okay, we're going again. Made a couple changes to the deck. I cut the Voyage Home and added a Gear Seeker Serpent. And I cut an Interface Ace and added a Midnight Mangler. This is a good hand. We'll keep this. Lead on the Reef Roads. Yeah, I think just having more stuff that can defend us is going to be more important than like, I don't think Interface Ace is super good anyway. And we do have a lot of ways to draw cards, so I felt like we could leave a Voyage Home at home. Trade these off. Yeah, they have the initiative. We can't block repeated flying attacks, so that works for me. We can destroy the Veloheart bike at our leisure if we want to cut off their mana, which I do. Alright, Fang Druid Summoner. Fetching a Gibrick Omnivore, so they don't have Terrian in their deck. Well, do I want to cut off their mana this turn? And then next turn I can go Quick Welder into Pathmaker. Yeah, I'm in for that. Path Cruiser. Path Cruiser is interesting, huh? So I can play this. The Pathmaker will cost 4, so we're not doing that this turn. So another Quick Welder. We'll play the Path Cruiser. Go and get our forest. That's that sorted, and then we can pass. We can not crew the Path Cruiser just yet, but we can like crew loop with the Guidelight Pathmaker and attack with it next turn if we want to. another collision course. I mean, they're using them on the quick welders, which is fine for us. Because we have plenty more powerful artifacts where that came from. Gonna take the salvation engine here. Play out my land, and I think I am gonna attack. Cool, take the double block. Okay. Excellent. They hit me for 6. I hit them for 6. They hit me back for 5. And then Salvation Engine comes down. And I apparently that wins the game. Okay. On the draw, we can keep this hand. We do need to find a land. Nesting bot. I will trade with the Mindspring Merfolk, I think, just to keep them off of speed, depending on how important that is to them. Yeah, like, I think we're supposed to take this and try and keep them off of getting too speedy too fast. They're not doing anything. By collision course here, it feels weird, but it does keep them off of speed. They can go up to 2. Cycle a Gravestalker. Okay. Yeah, they can go up to 2. Especially since we have the Spike Shell Harrier on the way. Basri. So Basri can exert, make a 1/1. I'm not fussed about that, especially again with the Spike Shell Harrier in hand. We can bounce the token, kill the Basri later. Next turn we can double spell. Okay, Javelineer plus no attacks. So why didn't they? Oh, I guess they didn't have the mana to. So I do need to answer the Basri eventually. Javelineer can currently punch through our team, though. So I think what I'm going to do is Quick Welder. Punch the Javelineer. Stay on the defense. We can attack. Second Javelineer and then nothing else. That is a Salvation Engine. So they can trade for one of the Quick Welders. Yeah, I mean, that's totally worth it. Down to 10. Salvation Engine can attack next turn. Nothing to get back. But the Spike Shell Harrier crews it very efficiently. So I think they're probably just dead. They get back, what, a Gravestalker? Another Javelineer. Well, it's a free Path Cruiser. So if I Spike Shell, I bounce the Javelineer, and then my attack is pretty good. They're choked on black as well. Fair enough. Okay, plat 2. Good progress, good progress. Slow and steady, winning the race here in Aetherdraft Draft. I am going to... We've got Sabsinen in hand. That is awesome. I guess I can save the Reef Roads and lead on green. And then we can go Midnight Mangler. Into Cloud Spire Captain. Okay, Momentum Breaker. Fine, that was one way to get around the Sabsunen, so not unhappy to see it there. We could play out the Quick Welder. But I think that might be something for next turn. If I do that, the next turn I can Cloud Spire Captain and Mangler. So, Plains, Quick Welder. No blocks. Now so what we can do is Midnight Mangler, then Reef Roads, and then Cloud Spire Captain. And the Midnight Mangler is now 4/4 on their turn, which defends against this Ranger's Refueler. Broodheart Engine. Okay, Flood the Engine also would have answered the Sabsunen, so love to see that. Taking 4 here. Want to draw out one more piece of removal. If there is one. So I'm going to play the Hull Drifter. Drop this Plains, leave this back to block. So we can just tap in for 2. We go down to 8. We hit them back for 6. They go down to 10. Ah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not fantastic right now. So Sabsunen does need to come down. They need to not have an answer to it. Very powerful stuff they've got going on here. Yeah, I'm taking this trade. Like, the Ranger's Refueler is drawing them quite a few cards. They're going to spend the time Broodheart engineering to try and get it back, then I'm all for it. That are creatures or vehicles. This is still a vehicle, so I can actually Quick Welder and kill the Refueler right now. Quick Welder, destroy the Refueler. Okay, I'm in for that. Okay, they kept on top. So they can get one of these cards back, but it'll take up pretty much all of their turn. And there's quite a bit of damage coming in. Guidelight Pathmaker. So if I go Forest, I can actually Pathmaker and... Oh, I can't Pathmaker and Salvation Engine. That is a shame. Might be better to get the Pathmaker down, attack for 6. Then the Pathmaker is lethal. Yep. Let's do that. Oh no. I could have played Salvation Engine if I'd held up a land. Oh, if I'd have held up the white, that's pretty annoying. Now I could Spike Shell Harrier instead. Do you know what? I think that's better here. Bounce that. This is crew 2. Yeah, so all they can do is turn this into a 4/4. Broadcast Rambler. So Guidelight Pathmaker is going to join the crew, and then we can just attack. Before we do, I want to do this. No. So yeah, I can just attack. They have to block the 7/6. Good stuff. Yep, kept him off tempo, just enough for the whole game. Collision Course is overperforming, definitely. It's doing a lot better than I thought it would, just because it has so many targets in this format. This is a good hand. We'll keep this. Lead on the Midnight Mangler, and then we can maybe attack with flying the next turn. I like drawing lands right now. I like drawing forests right now. Opponent red-white, but not much of an aggressive start. Mismatched lands. My god. You cannot be doing that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hit him. If they spend their turn exhausting this, hitting me for 6, that is fine. We're still ahead. Pride of the Road. Okay. Roadside Blowout is a pretty nice draw. So we're still just gonna keep swinging. And then play the Broadcast Rambler for the moment. Because white does have ways to exile our stuff. We'll chuck the 1/1 in front of Pace Setter Paragon. We'll chuck the Broadcast Rambler in front of the Pride of the Road. Although these two combined do put them on a 2-turn clock already. Okay, snare. Targeting the Rambler. Attacking with both. I guess I'm just taking 4. But I don't want them to get to max speed. Reef Roads is a nice draw. I still think I'm just supposed to play Sabsinen. I could stop them from getting to speed. But no, let's play Sabsinen. They have to answer it. And attack for another 3. It has trample, so this puts a lot of pressure on them. I'm going to keep this back. Make them have to do some work to hit their max speed here. Like, they'd have to have the exile removal spell. Okay, Broadcast Rambler. So Gear Seeker Serpent will do a pretty good job of finishing this game alongside Sabsinen eventually. Trade the Hell. Now that is interesting, huh? Another Mangler. We could, yeah, there's quite a few things we could do here. So you can't attack or block. I think I do want to hold up the Roadside Blowout. But I could trade their Thopter for like a Midnight Mangler. Let's not do that yet. I could trade their Perilous Snare. That doesn't do anything. Maybe I'm just going to play Path Cruiser, hold up, Roadside Blowout for the moment. Oh no, I will... Yeah, get the blue source. Play it. Yeah, I think I'm holding up Roadside Blowout. Sabsunen can crew defensively. This crew's 2. Am I attacking? Yeah, I believe I am. Whoops. Nope, not like that. You can attack. They are down to 6, and there is an 8/8 trample coming their way next turn. Oh, Roadside Blowout isn't an instant. Oh, man. I'm a moron. I mean, I think it's still fine, but I am a moron. I should have just played out the Midnight Mangler. Okay, Lotus Guard Disciple. Good bit of lifelink. And a Canyon Bolter. Oh, oh, I can cycle this? Yep, we'll just block like that. Pass the turn. Damn, loads of options. Attack with the 8/8. Attack with the 6/5 flyer. That's definitely where it starts. This is crew 5, though. So I would need to play the Gear Seeker. Roadside blowout this, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toughness. So if they block everything, 2 damage goes through. Do I even want to give this flying? I guess I don't have to. Yeah, okay, so Path Cruiser gets crewed here. Gonna roadside blow out the Pride of the Road. Go to combat. So they have to block this. They have to block this. Do I attack with the Canyon Volta? They'll just trade that here. Block. But yeah, they're not dead. So we'll just do it like this. This pretty much ensures that they're going to take 4 damage. Which puts them down to 7 and puts them in range of, like, of dying next turn with the Gear Seeker available. We're at 14 life, which is pretty nice and healthy. Taking 8. Interesting. That puts them on 3. They have to kill me this turn. Otherwise, the Gear Seeker just wins. Yeah, they need to. They currently have what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they can exhaust this. So 10, 11, 12, 13 damage on the board if I block nothing. So they'd need to be able to exhaust the Pace Setter Paragon, remove my blockers. Dracosaur Auxiliary. Does that do it? That is 5, 6 in the air. That's 11, 12, 13. It's not lethal, is it? Just not lethal. This is 6. This makes 11, 12, 13. Gutted to be the opponent here. Oh, they didn't mount this? Okay, sweet. Being on the play is very powerful. That's what won us that last game. Midnight Mangler against the world. We're 6-1, so we can afford to take a little risk. High risk, high reward keep here. Oh, Quick Welder is an incredible draw to glue this hand together. Opponent not doing a whole lot. So we will Quick Weld. They're going to counter that? Oh, sure thing. Go for it. Copter Fabricator. That is a mighty good card. Quite a few collision courses in the deck, which can, of course, answer the Fabricator. Need a land off the top, though. Oh, that's the worst one we could have drawn. He didn't attack. So they must be scared that I have something. Ether Siphon. So you can tap 2, draw a card. When you have max speed, they can start milling me out. Yeah, a bit clunky a hand here. Let's draw some cards, hit our land drop, starting column. Useful for fixing later. Well, all these vehicles are going to be... Oh, look, this is the problem with having too many vehicles in your deck. This is what happens. Haunt the network. Big drain. Huge drain. Yeah, hand is too clunky and we haven't found any of our collision courses. Interaction is so important in this format. Well, if we're going to chump, we should do it with the Hull Drifter. Oh man, Sabsinen. That's a great card here. It's just late. So what am I going to do? Can't do anything with 4. Can I start in column? No. Am I just dead? I think I am just dead, huh? See, let's see if the Pathmaker finds anything. Can find a Perilous Snare. Or a Spike Shell Harrier. Snare. Screws for 2. Okay, Snare's actually pretty good. Oh, puts it in my hand, but... Right, yeah, it needs to be mana value 2 or less. Oh, yeah, I'm just dead, right? Okay. Yeah, super clunky hand. Didn't find any of our removal. Didn't find, like I guess we did curve out pretty fortunately in the end, but just didn't find any of our interaction. Which we do have, like, enough of, I think. We have enough card draw and enough pieces of interaction, but in this format, if you don't... mess with your opponent's game plan, they can just run away with the game so easily. It is a very powerful format. You have, like, interaction is key, and there's also not much interaction, like, in the format in general. So it is really, really high picks in drafts. Malt Tender is pretty good. Omnivore. Opponent hesitant to mill. So next turn we can Quick Welder and Path Cruiser and Merfolk if we want. Okay. Imperiosaur, just a 3-mana 5/4. Sabsunen. Right, so yeah, we definitely want to get our green online. I don't know if they have a way to exile Sabsunen. So Quick Welder into Path Cruiser, we can't play the Merfolk because we're going to get a green. But no attacks. The Path Cruiser fends off the Imperiosaur pretty well. Crew for 5. And then I'm pretty sure, like, Sabsunen comes down. I don't know if Black-Green can answer it. Take this trade. Path Cruiser's done its job for us. Another Omnivore. It's pretty weak. And a Canyon Volta. So we can start getting in with the 3/3, but I still think we can't Sabsunen this turn. Whenever we draw land, we'll be able to. But let's just go get our Salvation Engine. Okay. Yeah, they could have answers to the Salvation Engine, but there's a couple of bombs we have in hand that they're going to have to answer. Perilous Snare, pretty great draw. Still lacking lands though. Why would you do it like this? Oh, so I can cast the Snare? I think I'd rather cast the Merfolk. Until the Snare has a better target. So this is a 5/5. This is huge. We can be aggressive here because if they trade, Salvation Engine can get our vehicles back. Okay, no Death Touch Indestructible trick. Play out the Merfolk. get back the Path Cruiser with the Salvation Engine. There's the plow through. Yeah, I'd have been surprised if they didn't have it. Okay. We are just going to... Through you. Yep. Fine with that. They go down to 11. We play Sabsinen. A Spike Shell Harrier in hand. So actually, I think what I prefer to do here is just exhaust the Merfolk for 1, 2, 3, 4, draw 4 cards. That's not even too much. Yeah, no, we'll just get him dead. We'll just bounce the Omnivore. That's just lethal. Overthinking it. Okay. Still dead. Oh, Sabsinen can't attack. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, Oh, miscalculated. Still found the win. Just got a little bit ahead of myself. That's 7 wins, baby. That is 2 trophies in a row in Aetherdraft. Love it. Love it. It is going... It's starting to go well again. Are we going to... are we due like a horrific losing streak? Maybe. I'm not looking forward to that, but if you want to see that live, then check me out on twitch.tv/SultanJosh. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and comment. The channel is pretty new, so any feedback, any interaction, it just lets me know that I'm working on the right thing and you guys want to see more draft videos. Speaking of which, there is plenty more to come, so I do recommend subscribing if you do want to catch all of that. That is it from me. I will see you in the next episode, Operation Double Mythic. Goodbye.